Nieces, nephews, fellow aunties, welcome back to Unboxmas. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your local internet auntie, Auntie Ren, here again with another video. If you are returning, you're an MVP in my book, okay? You're a real G. Thank you so much for coming in, tuning in, and just sticking with us through Unboxmas. I feel like some days are a struggle, but hopefully you all are not seeing the struggle. But on this side, some days it feels like a struggle. But today is Tuesday, the 14th. So what do we got? Like 10 days, 11 days until Christmas. So yeah, we're moving right along. And if you are new here, hello, I'm Auntie Ren. This is my version of vlogmas, because yeah, this is it. No reason for it. This is where we are. So I have time goals, so I want to keep it moving. This brand, or this particular unboxing today, is a brand that I am not familiar with. I see it all the time on Instagram and on all of the different platforms and so on. And of course I forgot to black out my address, but whatever. But if you see this symbol here, this may be familiar to you. This is from a brand called Mejuri. I think that's how you say it. Mejuri. It's probably Mejuri, but that's what we're gonna go with. But I've seen this on several YouTubers that I follow. They've done unboxings for it, what have you. I have yet to see, though, an unboxing of this brand that was not sponsored. Just saying. So I wanted to do maybe this is like backwards, right? I should have waited until they reached out to me and was like, hey sis, what's up with this sponsorship? But I would rather do it though without a code, without being sponsored, because then I want to know if it's really worth it, or are we being hoodwinked and bamboozled, so so I got a couple of pieces, two pieces that I really like. This is jewelry, in case you don't know what Mejuri is. It's jewelry, and so we're going to give this a go and look at it and see if it's good, if it's worth it. So I have one. I don't have a Mejuri. This is not Mejuri. This is Louis Vuitton, the Louis hoop earrings, but I wore them so that I can kind of compare it, because this is also fashion jewelry, if I'm not mistaken. I don't believe this is fine jewelry. So I'm going to compare it, or want to at least look at it in comparison to my Louis Vuitton earrings, which are also fashion jewelry. And I figured like more high-end fashion jewelry. I just wanted to see if it's up to snuff with the other fashion jewelry that I have that are more like luxury high-end. So okay, enough babbling, we're gonna go in. All right, so I sliced it already because I'm not playing with the box cutter today. All right, I'm not playing with that box cutter. Okay, so all right, so it looks like this when you open it up. Okay, so nice. Okay, it says fancy seeing you here. Oh, that's cute. Fancy seeing you here. Okay, all right, no receipt or anything like that, just box in a bag. Okay, we're back to that brown box life, hashtag brown box life. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go on and look at, I believe it's the first video for Unboxmas, where I'll talk about my husband telling me that I'm about that brown box life. But yeah, that's how you say the brand, or that's how you spell the brand, in case I was mispronouncing it. I apologize if I was, but it looks like Mejuri to me. I don't know, but anyway. All right, so it comes in this beautiful canvas, right out of the brown box. So we're going to open up the canvas, and we've got one box, and we've got all right, two boxes, which makes sense because I have two items that I ordered. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna open this one because it sounds jiggly, so I'm hoping that whatever is inside didn't like fall. So it's a, oh, okay, it's a magnetic box. And so I'm scared though that it's gonna fall out, whatever is in there, because it sounds jiggly. Let me see. No, okay, no. All right, so it looks like some little inserts here. Storage strip. Helps absorb naturally occurring atmospheric pollutants and moisture. Keep out of reach of children. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So this is a storage strip that was in there. Oh, that's fancy. Oh, a jewelry polishing cloth. Oh, okay. And this is a jewelry polishing cloth. Oh, this is cute. It's very tiny. And then there's a little dust bag in here, which is really cute. And then this is the piece. Ooh, there we go. So my first name starts with a K, so that's why if you see K's around, or if you see me wearing a K or what have you, my first name starts with a K. This is really nice. So I wanted another K to wear with, and I wanted it to be relatively long. So I'll give this a try on and see how it fits and all. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but it's okay. I tend to like, you know, a little bit, I don't know, I guess gaudy. I guess, oh, that's what was jiggling in there, was the chain. So it looks like it's a good length though. So I'm gonna give this a try on, but I do tend to like, I'm not like huge on dainty jewelry. I mean, I have some dainty pieces, but I more so would prefer less jewelry but bigger statements versus a lot of little jewelry or little pieces. But I'm gonna try this on and see how it works. And yeah, okay, so this is it on. It's not bad. I like it. I like the longer length. I do love my when I do my initial, I want it to be longer. If I do my children's initial or my husband's initial, I would prefer those to be shorter, and I would prefer like to wear them right here, like in the hollow of your throat. But when I wear my initial, I feel like my initial is so kind of like pow. It's kind of, you know, it's a lot going on. It's like sticking all over the place. So I would put that, you know, a little bit lower. So I like the length of the chain for sure. I like the size. It's not bad. I thought it was a little bit small, and maybe perhaps it wouldn't have the same price. This one is not bad. It's not bad at all. I like it. I'll put prices, or I'll find the image on the site, and I'll put like the stock picture and the price on the web from the website up on the screen, so you lot can see how much I spent for it and how much it's going for and all that kind of jazz. I didn't have a discount code. I don't think. I might have perused around and got a discount code. I don't know. I might have, but I'll just put what it's going for like right now. But I like this. This is not bad at all. This is really nice. All right, and I didn't wear any of my everyday jewelry, like my normal jewelry, just so we can, like, you know, get a good proper look at this without it being layered with anything. But in a lot of cases, I would do some type of layering, like I would layer, you know, a shorter chain, or maybe like maybe the VCA Alhambra. Hint hint, anybody's listening who wants to get me a Christmas present. The VCA Alhambra necklace in like mother of pearl, that would look really nice layered with this, right? Even you could even do the sweet size if you can't do the vintage size, just saying, you know, in case anyone's listening. Okay, so let's move on to the second box, which for whatever reason the pieces keep falling out of it, so it's not closing properly. But this is the second box, okay, and gonna give it an open. Remember, magnetic box, which is really cool. I like that. So oops, and that's the cloth again. So cloth down and dust bag again, which is really lovely. And oh, these are beautiful. Oh wow, this is really nice. All right, and here are a pair of earrings. They are stunning. Oh wow, those look really, really pretty. So if I'm not mistaken, and again, I'll put the stock image up on the screen, but if I'm not mistaken, these are not supposed to be CZs, or, you know, what do they call them? Simulated diamonds or anything like that. They're not diamonds. I believe it's a white topaz. So it's an actual, like a stone, a gemstone, but they look like diamonds. Like, these look amazing. I hope that the camera is doing doing it justice, but oh my gosh, they look so good. So all right, so I'm going to try these on. Really impressed by these, actually. The way this looks anyway, just right out the box. These are really, really pretty. All right, so I'm gonna try them on. I'm gonna take off. Wow, these look really nice. Let me get in close here so you can see them. These are gorgeous. I hope that the light is catching it good. Super, super pretty. They do look like diamonds. I mean, they would be some really clear, expensive, great clarity. Well, they have a tinge, a little hint of like, it looks like maybe a blue or a green in there, just a tiny bit, but ultimately it looks clear. So all right, so I'm gonna try these on. I'm gonna take off my Louise hoops and I'll be back when I have them on. Okay, so whilst putting them on, couple things that I noticed. First off, if you have long nails, you may need help. It's a bit of a challenge to get it on. There are 3 holes that the back of the earring can, like, there's levels, like 3 levels, so you can have the earring sit in different places. So one part of the earring is to the front, and then there's another stone that comes through the back and comes out. So I have it on a long setting here. This is the longest setting. So if you have a piercing that is relatively high up, you'll have a lot of room here, or you can have a little bit more dangle happen. So this is it at the longest dangle, and then this is it at the shortest one. If you can see, there's hardly any dangle, and it's more like a huggy earring, which I think that is so interesting and so cool. And then there's one stage in between it, so you can have a little bit more hang if you like. So I love that. And you can also wear the front part as just a regular stud, like just a regular solitaire earring, and then but when you want to jazz it up, you can add that piece that goes to the back, and then you get that double effect, like a real, it's really nice. It reminds me of the Chanel earring. Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. Oh gosh, I can't remember it. But the pearl one that it has the 2 bits to it, and there's 2 balls, and one smaller ball and one bigger ball, and the bigger ball is to the back. It's just like that, but with stones, and the gem is facing the front instead of facing the back of the ear. It's really interesting. So you can have a more of a dangly effect, or more like a drop dangled earring effect here, or you can have it sit more secure and up short. But I mean, the sparkle, it's got a nice little sparkle to it. It looks really good. It's nowhere near as hefty or hearty as the Louise hoop earring. Obviously, those are like boom, you know, those are a lot more a little bit more, you know, girth to them. But these are a little bit more delicate. But I think the true test will be if, like, how long do they last, you know, or do they start to tarnish after a while, or do they, you know, how quickly do they show wear, basically. Obviously this is fashion jewelry, so not going to be showering in it or getting it wet or wearing it whilst swimming or anything like that. But, you know, just to wear out when you want to, you know, wear something a little bit nicer. Or sometimes I'd like to change up my everyday jewelry. I have 2 sets of solitaire earrings that I wear. I have, you know, my necklaces, and then I have my, you know, my jewelry and my you know, rings and so on. That's like my everyday stuff. But sometimes you want to change it up. Sometimes you want to wear a different earring or what have you, and not necessarily like, some of my pieces are very elegant and very like go out kind of, you know, dress up things. I don't always want to wear the dress up ones. Sometimes you just want to jazz up the ones, your everyday stuff. So yeah, these are really nice. I'm actually super impressed. Love the way it was packaged. You know, so far so good. I mean, it looks all right. You know, it did come off a bit bigger, this initial. I was looking at the stock image, and the stock image on the model did seem a lot bigger than what it looks like now, but I didn't measure it, so, you know, that's my fault there. But at least now you get to see what it looks like on a regular person and not just on a model, if you do decide to get it. But this is something that could potentially be a nice gift for someone. But I will definitely check back in a couple of months and let you know how it's holding up. After wearing it a little, I'll wear it like, you know, around and see how it holds up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's my Mejuri little haul. Just to change it up a little, introducing some new brands, some more what would we call this? This is like, you know, luxe fashion jewelry outside of the ones that we normally see on this channel anyway, which would be like the Chanel's and the Louis Vuitton and, you know, Fendi and all of that. Sometimes, you know, we got to change it up a bit. So I'm excited to look into a new brand and see how that works. So anyway, that's it for me. It's a wrap. Nieces, nephews, fellow aunties, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know, because you know we're coming to the end of Unboxmas. It's coming soon. We're on the other side now, so the halfway mark is done. We're almost, listen, it's almost done. Okay, we've got maybe like another week, a week and a half, so you're gonna want to hit that notification bell to know, you know, when are we doing these cool things again? You know, where's Auntie Ren? Where's she been? Where's she going? You know, I don't know. But hit the notification bell anyway. It's free. Why not? It's right next to the subscribe. You might as well do it. So, all right, I'm gone. I'll see you lot tomorrow. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Talk to you soon. Bye.